Is it really surprising that the most powerful man in the world should be a figure of controversy?
We, as a population on this planet, have been looking for a savior.
We're talking about a being whose very existence
They are not telling us the truth.
challenges our own sense of priority in the universe.
I'm not about to comment upon the movie Batman vs Superman. What I'm commenting upon is the subtle wording of this trailer and how the Illuminati are very quickly now conditioning the masses to receive a demigod in the form of a powerful superhuman type of figure who will one day soon take his place as the god of this planet. As Revelation 13:8 says, all inhabitants of the earth will worship the beast, all whose names have not been written in the book of life belonging to the Lamb that was slain from the creation of the world. And Revelation 13:16-17 says he also forced everyone, small and great, rich and poor, free and slave, to receive a mark on his right hand or on his forehead, so that no one could buy or sell unless he had the mark, which is the name of the beast or the number of his name. This trailer is another example of the world elite's agenda to prepare mankind for the advent of a so-called alien invasion, with godlike people coming from the skies to rule the earth, and in the case of this movie, to save the earth. Hollywood has been priming the world for 100 years now for the advent of gods descending from the heavens who will reveal to us that they are in fact our creators who seeded the earth many millions of years ago and therefore demand our worship. The Bible tells us, as it was in the days of Noah, so it will be at the coming of the Son of Man. And in the days of Noah, the fallen angels descended upon the earth and took for themselves wives from among the daughters of men. And with those wives they produced offspring, which became giants, who were called Nephilim, who were heroes of old, men of renown, so they were the celebrities and the sports stars of that day.
We, as a population on this planet, have been looking for a savior. We, as a population on this planet, have been looking for a savior.
This is the Illuminati's ploy to divert the attention of mankind away from the one and only Saviour given unto men in the form of Jesus Christ, and away to godlike characters like Superman. Even though most of us know that Superman is not real, what would happen if someone comes down to earth displaying superhuman type powers for all to see, saving men from wars and disasters, etc.? Would he not become a god who men would willingly bow down to? Notice when the trailer says we are talking about a being, that there is a voice dubbed over at the same time which states alien.
We're talking about a being whose very existence. We're talking about a being whose very existence.
They are not telling us the truth.
Challenges our own sense of priority in the universe.
There is a push even by renowned scientists for the belief that aliens created the earth and everything in it.
Who did create the heavens and the earth?
It could come about in the following way. It could be that at some earlier time, somewhere in the universe, a civilization evolved by probably some kind of Darwinian means to a very, very high level of technology and designed a form of life that they seeded onto, perhaps this planet. Now, that is a possibility and an intriguing possibility. And I suppose it's possible that you might find evidence for that if you look at the details of biochemistry, molecular biology. You might find a signature of some sort of designer.
Wait a second. Richard Dawkins thought intelligent design might be a legitimate pursuit?
And that designer could well be a higher intelligence from elsewhere in the universe.
Well,
but that higher intelligence would itself have had to have come about by some explicable or ultimately explicable process. It couldn't have just jumped into existence spontaneously. That's the point.
So Professor Dawkins was not against intelligent design, just certain types of designers, such as God.
So Dawkins would rather believe in aliens than God, and that we all were seeded by aliens, who he has no proof exists, and he would rather believe that than believe in a creator God. This to me is an evil agenda which is for the purpose of moving millions of people into the state of mind to accept such a ludicrous idea. The Bible tells us that these aliens, which came pre the flood, were fallen angels, and their offspring were Nephilim giants. Therefore, they're preparing us for the return of these same creatures. Matthew 24:37 says, "As it was in the days of Noah, so it will be at the coming of the Son of Man."
Devils don't come from hell beneath us.
They brought their warrior.
No, they come from the sky. Devils don't come from hell beneath us.
They brought their warrior.
No, they come from the sky.
In this statement, it shows the majority's questioning of Superman's character, but double meanings abound in Hollywood. It is a forewarning of a coming world invasion, just like the thousands of movies before it that have been preparing mankind for a savior who will step up and save the world from these invaders.
The fever, the rage, the feeling of powerlessness that turns good men cruel.
This is speaking of a time which the Bible refers to as the love of most growing cold, when Satan will unleash such a terrible plague, which they called a fever, of anxiety and darkness on the earth, that men will turn on their neighbour to kill and destroy them. The world is getting darker and darker, just like all our superheroes are proving to be dark and corrupt to the core, like the mythological gods of ancient Greece. In these times of world upheaval, hope is found in no one else, for there is no other name under heaven given to men by which we must be saved. Jesus Christ is the only Lord and God in which we should turn.